Alright guys, welcome back to another tutorial. This tutorial is going to be on this new game come out, Stalker 2. Now, specifically, it's going to be how to install a mod for Stalker 2, and the mod itself is this mod that you can see in the background, which is on the Stalker Gamma's Discord. Basically, on reducing the tankiness of the Bloodsuckers and Poltergeist. Anyway, let's basically get straight into it. There's going to be 3 links in the in the description box. One will be a link to this Discord if you're not already part of it. 2 will be there'll be a link to this mod DB website, which we can download this mod from. Now, there is another link for the Nexus website. I'm not going to go over how to download it from Nexus. If there are people that want to know this and I get enough requests, I will make a separate video. But essentially, it's much easier to download, pretty much less steps to download from the ModDB website. But again, if you are someone where I get enough requests showing me how do I download this mod from Nexus, I will do a separate video on that. And the third link is, if you don't already have a zip program, I'm going to give you a link, or I'll provide a link to the BandyZip program that I use. Now, I think Windows these days comes with zip programs installed. The only thing I think they recommend generally in the Stalker Gamma Discord here is they don't recommend use WinRAR because it can cause issues when you are unzipping files. They recommend 7-zip. But like I said, I use BandyZip, and I'll give you a link to that if you need to. I've never had any issues; it works just fine. But for safety purposes, I wouldn't use any zip. I wouldn't use WinRAR to download any zip, extract any zip files, just in case. Anything else you got should work just fine. But again, if you want to follow along with this tutorial, download BandyZip, and I can show you how to extract the files with that, but it's not really that difficult to extract files. Anyway, let's get on to it. So them 3 links will be in the Discord, in the description box. Right, first things first is on the Stalker Gamma's Discord here. If you go to the announcements, now depending when you watch this video, you may have to scroll up a bit, or things may change. I think there's going to be other versions of this mod too coming out. But as it stands at the minute, in Discord, just find this mod, and it's on today's date. So it got released today, so the 21st of the 11th, 2024. Right, it does give you a description of it, and it tells you the installation guide. And now this is really simple. Some people prefer to do things from videos rather than reading what it says. Like, some people do have difficulties reading, and they much rather to watch a video. So hence why I'm going to do a video for you guys. Right, so the first things first, we basically need to download the mod file, and then we basically need to unzip it to get the .pack file. So first things first, like I said, I'm going to go to the mod DB, so I'm going to click on this. This link will be in my description box, as I said, so you should be able to click it from my description box if you don't want to come over to the Discord here. If it's not clickable, I think, like, again, it should be. If it's not, you can literally just copy the link and paste it into the address bar on your browser. Now, once you clicked on that link or entered it into the address bar, it'll take you to this website, the ModDB, and here's the mod thing. Now, just scroll down just a little, and where it says download now, you got the 5.14 kilobyte download. Now, if this mod changes, you know, the size of this could change, but currently it's 5.14 kilobytes. We're going to click download. Before we do, though, a couple of things that you could do to help you out. Now, anyone that watches my videos regularly, my tutorials, when I download stuff, I always download stuff to my desktop. Essentially, you can download it to wherever you want to, but to make this simpler for you guys, if you want to follow along exactly, I would suggest download it to your desktop. Now, a couple of tips I'm going to give you are with Firefox. I'm using Firefox now. I used to use Brave, but I'm using Firefox. If you click on these 3 arrows, go to your settings. Essentially, whatever browser you're using, you want to find where your settings is. Go to your settings. Now, with Firefox, we can just scroll straight down, just from the main settings. And I've gone too far. And you want to find the download section. Now, I choose to save it to your desktop. Again, save it to wherever you want it to. But for me, to make it simple, just save it to your desktop, or at least have this box ticked where it says, where do you want to save the files to? That way, when you download stuff, it'll pop up with a box, like a window, and you can choose where you want to save it to. So if you don't want to save stuff to your desktop normally, but just for the purpose of this video or this download, you can actually, when you download it, you can just choose to download to your desktop, just to make it simpler for you guys so you can follow along. Anyway, let's close out that. Oh, we'll quickly show you what it looks like with Microsoft Edge as well. If you know, that's OneDrive. Hang on, that is technically Microsoft, that one there. If you got Microsoft Edge, and different browsers will be a bit different, but kind of the same. You click on the three dots at the top right, go to your settings. Now, instead of scrolling straight down, Microsoft Edge has different tabs here. You want to go to the Downloads tab, and then on here, you got location. Change the location to where you want it. So for me, Downloads. For me, actually, not Downloads. For me, Desktop. And we'll select folder, so that's going to be my desktop. And then we're going to make sure this by default is like unactive. Ask me what to do with each download. We're going to make that active. That means when we download something, it's going to pop up with a window and asking me where I want to download it. And again, like I said, I don't have any other browsers installed, so I can't actually show you that. But essentially, it's going to be roughly the same principle. Anyway, let's go back to this, my Firefox browser. And we're going to click download now. Now, I actually believe I've probably already got this on my desktop, actually. But this should automatically pop up with a window to download it. If it doesn't, you can just click download to download the Grok thing. But just give it 30 seconds and it should pop up with this window. But like I said, if it doesn't, just click here and it'll force. If we just actually untick that, and then if we just click there, it'll kind of like force the box to pop up, and you can choose where to download it. Now, like I said, it's automatically going to select my desktop anyway, so we're just going to click save. It already exists. Do you want to replace it? Let's just click yes. For you, you won't have the option that it already exists, as this should be your first time. Right, once that's downloaded pretty quickly. Right, we're going to minimize all this and close out all the internet now. You don't need that. Just minimize the Discord, and we should have that now on my desktop. It's there. So mine's on my middle of the screen. Yours, depending on how your desktop is and wherever you got desktop icons, it could be somewhat left here. But get the thing. And like I said, if you do it on your desktop, you can follow along. If it's somewhere else, just follow along the best you can. But it's going to be the same idea anyway. Now, for me using BandyZip, I'm going to show you 3 ways to do this. Now, I can right-click, because I use BandyZip a lot. If I right-click, my BandyZip goes in my right-click option here with all the list. Now, sometimes I've seen people where they've downloaded something and it hasn't gone into this list. I think it's probably because they may not use it that often. So I'll show you a way. If it's not in this, I'll show you another way. I am also on Windows 11, so if you're using Windows 10, things will look a bit different. Windows 11, you can also click show more options, and then I've got the BandyZip thing here in the middle. But yeah, essentially just right click on it and BandyZip, and we can extract here. If you don't have it in that list, find where you've installed BandyZip to. I've also saved a shortcut on my taskbar here, but essentially open up BandyZip itself. It will look something like this, and what you can do is you can click open archive, find where it is on find where you've downloaded the mod. So it's there. I'm going to click on it, and I'm just going to click open, or I can just double click to be fair, and then it comes here, and then we can click on this arrow where it says extract. Click on this little down arrow and click extract to desktop, and that will extract 3 files, 1, 2, and where's the third one gone? There should be 3 here. Where's it put it to? There, 3. So it's essentially extracted the bloodsucker _p.pack file, the less tanky fleshes p.pack file, and the poltergeist _p.pack file. So we've got 3 pack files. The third way, I did mention 3 ways, and it's pretty much exactly this way. but you can just double click on it. Just double click on the downloaded mod, the zip file, and it brings you, I've got BandyZip as my default program to open these up with. So because I've double clicked on it, it's opened up with BandyZip. For you, if you haven't got a default program set, it should pop up with another window showing you what programs you've got that you can open it with, and you should be able to click on that program and set as default. So every time you double click on it, it'll open up with that program. So that's the third way. So hopefully that makes sense. And then again, you just use the down arrow by extract to desktop. Right, open, you with me there so far? That should be pretty simple. Right, we've got these 3.pat files. Now, essentially, we don't need all three of these. Each .pat file is relevant to type of creature or mutant, whatever you want to call these zombie creature things in Stalker. They're essential to each one of them. So basically, let's do this bottom one. This is the bloodsucker. So this one here is for bloodsuckers. So this is going to reduce the tankiness of the bloodsuckers. So if we only use this pack file, right, we wouldn't get the less tankiness on poltergeist. They would be just as strong as they're intended to be in the game. We're going to use all three, but either way, I'll show you what we need to do with these now. Now, we're going to want to navigate to where our game is installed. So I'm just going to go to Steam. Now, Steam is on my other monitor. I'm going to find my Stalker game, and I'm going to go to, like, in my games library. Where is it? Actually, there it is. And we're going to go to Manage in Steam. And we're going to go browse local files, and this is going to pop up with a window where our local files are for this game. You can also get this game on Game Pass. Now, I don't have Game Pass, so I can't exactly show you the exact step for that, but essentially, wherever your Game Pass is, see if you can go to your library for it and navigate to wherever this game is installed. And essentially what we're looking for is, once we've gone into the main folder, so if we just go back to, say, the common part, find Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, double click on it, so it opens up, go into your Stalker 2 folder, go into Content, and go into Packs. Now inside here, I've already done this. You want to create a folder called Mods, and you need the tilde symbol in front of it. So simply right click, New Folder. We're not actually going to do it. Oh, actually, let me just go to rename. I closed off it. Hang on. Obviously, we're not going to do it because we've already got one. New folder. But we need to make sure the tilde symbol is important. So if we hold Shift and press the tilde hashtag key, it'll actually put the tilde symbol. If we don't hold Shift, it'll put hashtag. So you need to hold Shift and then push the button. And then you simply just write mods up. I don't know if capital cases make a difference, but in the Discord, it actually shows it in lowercase. So do mods in lowercase. So just like you see there, the tilde symbol, then mods. We're just going to go now. But we've already got one, so I'm just going to delete that. And we're going to go to the top, and you can see we already got it there. So once you've done that, so it looks exactly like that. Right, so for you, this will be empty, but you can see I've already got the pack files in here. Essentially, what you want to do is get these pack files and put them inside this mod folder that we have just created, just like so. And again, if you don't want less tanky bloodsuckers, take the bloodsuckers one. Don't bother putting the bloodsuckers one in, if that makes sense. If you do happen to put one in that you don't want, you can just simply take it out. Right, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Close out of this, launch your game. It's fine. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to activate it. Game side, it's already there. Anyway, I think that covers it all. Any issues, feel free to join my Discord. And again, but just check the Stalker Gamers Discord. It goes over here, and I'm sure there'll be people willing to help you in here as well. But until next time, guys, have fun and peace out. Enjoy your Stalker 2. For me so far, I played a little bit of it, and it is awesome. So bye for now. Till next time, peace out.